about how to answer law school exam questions, and we're going to start just by talking about what law school exams typically look like and how to best prepare to begin to practice exams. So most law school exams are going to be essay exams. You'll either have a series of shorter fact patterns that you're going to be expected to apply the law to, or you'll have a really long 4 or 5 page fact pattern with a question that says something like discuss, and you'll be expected to apply the law to that. It is more common lately, especially, that some professors will incorporate multiple choice into their law school exams to kind of mimic the bar exam and get students some extra practice with multiple choice questions ahead of time. And if that's the case, then obviously you're going to want to practice multiple choice questions ahead of time. But here we're going to focus mostly on the essay portion of the bar exam because it's by far the most popular. And even if a professor does incorporate multiple choice, often the essay portion is worth more than the multiple choice. Also, you're probably less familiar with these essay fact patterns. It's going to be different than anything that you've probably seen in undergrad. So it's important to become familiar with this new style of testing. Okay, so first I want to start just by talking about the best way to prepare for this. The best way to prepare to answer law school exam questions is to make sure that you have an outline and that you've memorized the basic elements of law. You don't have to know your outline word for word, but you want to get the basic rules memorized. This is true even if you have an open book exam, because you're not going to have time to go through and look up every rule of law that you need to know. So have your outline ready and memorize the law the best that you can before you begin diving into practice questions. Now let's look at the general format of what a law school exam might look like. And what I'm going to do is just read a paragraph. And this might be like a short fact pattern that you might see on a standard torts exam. And it'll give you an idea of what you'll be expected to do on a law school exam. Okay, so Anna is walking down the street texting her friend. She is not looking where she is going. A driver, Bob, who is trying to get directions on his phone, does not see Anna and hits her. Anna falls to the ground and breaks her tailbone. Normally, the impact would not cause a broken tailbone, but Anna has a brittle bone disease which causes her to get hurt very easily. Anna goes to the doctor later that afternoon. Anna fills out a form that clearly states she is allergic to various medicines. The doctor accidentally gives her medicine that she's allergic to and a medicine that Anna had listed on her form that she was allergic to. Anna has to stay in the hospital for 5 days to be treated for her allergic reaction. The visit for the broken tailbone cost Anna $20,000. The 5-day stay in the hospital cost Anna $50,000. Discuss the issues. Okay, so this is the typical fact pattern that you might see in law school. It's a short fact pattern, sometimes they're longer, but basically a lot of things go wrong and you're asked to discuss the issues. So it's kind of vague. They're not really telling you what to talk about. And there's a lot of issues that are in this fact pattern. If you took torts already, you might be able to spot some of them. For example, there's Anna versus Bob, negligence, and contributory and comparative negligence, the eggshell skull rule. Then there's Anna versus the doctor for medical malpractice. Proximate cause, is that foreseeable that this could happen? Basically, will Bob be liable for these injuries as well? Joint and several liability, who's liable for what? So these are just some of the many legal issues hidden in this fact pattern. So your job on a law school essay exam is to go through a fact pattern like this, spot the issues, state the rules, apply the law, and conclude. And that's Iraq, which we'll talk about next.